Hello everyone, Shadefyre here, and welcome back to Let's Play Resident Evil Remake. This is episode 20 with Chris, which might be the last episode. Let's see if we can get this whole laboratory done in, just one. Because there's not too much to do. We have to go down and do all the power stuff. And I grabbed one of the MO discs so we can deposit it on the way. We'll try to do this as efficiently as possible. We already got everything in that room, so I don't have to backtrack like I did last time. But yeah, I'm still having fun with this playthrough, even though it might seem like I'm not because of the big delay on it. Also, take that mouse cursor off screen. For some reason, this game does not ever hide the cursor, even when you're playing with a controller. Also, there's something I missed in this room. Probably a defense dagger, if I remember correctly, sitting around on one of these shelves. Yep. Right as I said it. Alright, so we have the power key. And we know what that sound is. I find it kind of interesting that the Chimeras are less of a threat than the hunters. It just seems like a weird downgrade. 'Cause it's like, oh, okay, we had to deal with these fast and, dangerous monsters. Have a weaker, less dangerous monster now that you've gotten past that. Okay, we can't get back there. I don't remember which one of these vents we need to go through first. Can it even hit me up here? Honestly, don't know. I think I got a headshot there, but I'm not 100% sure. Okay, we got the other vent there. Ooh, hello. It's gonna stab my feet. I need to climb down. I don't know, I just wish these guys were used a little more effectively. Like, they are a good creepy enemy for the area, I don't know. I guess because this game didn't have a battle mode or anything, they couldn't have more uses for them. Until the Sega Saturn version. I do want to take a look at that because I actually did a playthrough of the Sega Saturn version. Well, not a playthrough, I played through it on my own without recording it while I was doing the Chris run of the original game. So I have it set up so that I can do the battle game. I just haven't done it yet. Okay, that one's rusted shut. So there's nothing else in here. Also, do these just lead to the same side? Yeah, okay. So I guess I could have gone through here without pushing that. That's the only difference. I do really like this area, though, and I think that it is a pretty decent improvement over the original game's version of the lab, just in terms of, audio and aesthetics. It's got these good, eerie tracks. Another fucking grenade. I guess we're just never gonna get a chance to use enough of those. Not enough enemies have tried to get grabs on me. Okay, so we transmitted that. And this is where we were before. So I think we got everything. Wait, did I actually... I guess I didn't pick up anything useful in there, just items. I suppose mandatory is what I meant, not useful, because shotgun shells are definitely useful. Okay, so that's the door that's rusted shut. There's a zombie in here. Ooh. So we got the elevator that's not powered. And if you remember, we're going to have to transport the nitro fuel. Chairs and supplies, dozens of claw marks. I mean, I guess this is just like a break room, which is just as grimy as most of the other break rooms we've seen. Man, I should have done this on hard. I honestly thought that it would be more trouble than I'm actually having. You don't even need to save here. Alright, so we'll deposit these, and deposit this. Jeez, we have so many goddamn heals. Take the ammo with disc. Because we're going to have to hit up that, I was hoping if it was perfectly aligned with his head that it would still count as a headshot. But I'm not sure how much weapon alignment actually matters. I wish you could find like a hack that would set Chris to always use his shoulder stance with a shotgun to see if you could actually headshot zombies like that. But that seems so specific that I don't know if anyone's actually tried that. I mean, the Chimera, pretty much 2 shots anywhere will kill them. It doesn't really matter where you hit them. Headshots are just satisfyingly splattery with them, because they really just blow up. You gonna come at me? Yeah, just that sound right there where their head blows up. Very moist. Alright, so we take the empty capsule. We ignore that Chimera. Oh, he doesn't want to be ignored. A fucking vent or a clown car? Get out of here. I imagine there's some room somewhere in here or in the ventilation ducts where they've got some kind of filthy little nest. Oh, I actually took his head off with the first shot there. I don't know if you saw that, but it was just a neck stump. And he was still trying to swing at me. Alright. So we can check in on Jill as we go get our fuel instead of having to go back there for no reason. Backtrack this way. I am looking forward to checking out the randomizer, though. I've kind of held off for doing it on my own, because I'm like, yeah, that'll be an interesting thing to do in a video. Though I have seen a couple other people take a stab at the randomizer. I say a couple, but I guess it really is only 2. There was one when the randomizer came out, and one recently. Which really is the thing that got me to go, oh yeah, right. I didn't finish that LP yet. I should really go back and do the last few episodes. So, I guess you can thank them for that. I hear Crimson Head. That's why they call them Crimson Heads. Nice arterial spray, considering it's a corpse. I mean, really, the trade-off for this shotgun is either you rescue Richard, you get the shotgun, or you don't rescue Richard and you don't have to fight Plant 42, but I think the shotgun is worth it. Which I didn't know when I actually did that episode. I was very confused, but I guess in my first playthrough as Chris, I must have not rescued Richard, and that's why I remember that being the thing. However, in the original game, where you can't rescue Richard, Rebecca always shows up to help you. Is that voice Jill's?
Chris?
Jill.
Chris, Wesker's the...
I know. I can't open it. Just wait, I'll be back.
Okay.
Also, we don't have to do this cutscene. It's just an optional thing. It's not necessary to rescue her. I mean, rescuing her at all is optional as well with the MO discs. You can completely skip those if you want. Though I guess if you don't use the MO discs when you're playing through this the first time, you won't even know Jill's in there, or Chris. Alright, so we grab the fuel over here. Also, why do they keep this so far away from the actual device? Running could result in a fatal explosion. I don't remember if shooting does. I feel like we never tested this for obvious reasons. But we killed all the Chimeras, so that's really only a problem if you didn't clear the way. I also don't know if it's instant. Like, if I just press run here, will I just blow up? Or is it on a couple seconds basis? Casual stroll through the creepy lab with dynamite or nitroglycerin in my pocket. I guess dynamite is really the opposite of nitroglycerin. It was created specifically because a nitroglycerin was so unstable. What is it, like trinitrotoluene is the actual full name of TNT? And I think brand-wise, TNT and Dynamite are two different things. Like, Dynamite is like the brand name of the time. Not sure, though. That's stuff I've just kind of casually looked up. Wait a minute. The fuel goes out here. So, I think now that I've covered most of the classic RE games that are involved. I'm going to be doing the rail shooters, the two Wii rail shooters, Umbrella Chronicles and Darkside Chronicles, soon as well, because there's actually story stuff in there that I've never seen, the stuff that isn't just revisiting old games. So I do want to see those and, check them out with people. So expect that in a few months, probably after a month or so of Dino. So it'll probably be recorded before that. But I was mentioning that because we will actually see this area as Wesker when he makes his escape from the exploding mansion. Wait a minute. I don't need to keep walking. Also, do I need to hit an on switch? I can't remember. Applied to the power room. Okay. The on switch is in the power room, which makes sense. I think we can do this in one episode. It'll probably still be like an hour-long episode, but again, there's not really much left. We turn on the power, we go down to say hi to Wesker, and then we escape. Something I didn't pick up in that room. He was just wandering away. I chose violence before he did. I'm surprised there isn't a puzzle here, but I guess they thought that having to haul the nitro was enough. Not gonna kill that one. Also, I don't think we need anything else to actually finish this. We don't really need any herbs or anything. Okay, so to deal with the ultimate life form, we're gonna take out the Magnum. And, do I really need a heal? I don't think I do. Not against the Tyrant number 1. We are gonna save, though. Because I don't want to do this whole episode without saving, which I was going to do. I'm like, nah, I should be a little more cautious. Alright, we equip Magnum and head to the elevator. I like that it tells you that, like, Chris is just standing there staring at the doors, expecting something to happen, and it's like, you should probably press the button first.
Chris!
Hey, Becky.
Rebecca.
I saw you in the inner garden.
And I followed you all the way here.
Well, I'm glad you're okay. No more following. Just stay with me, kid.
That's my plan, sir.
Stay by my side, rookie. I don't know why I didn't help you at all for the entirety of this game, but I got my eye on you now. She's actually fairly short, isn't she? So we came down here with Barry when we were playing as Jill, and of course Barry pulled a gun on us at Wesker's command before having a change of heart and coming back to help us. But we have no scene with Wesker out here.
Wesker.
Wesker, what you up to?
So you've come. Chris, you make me proud. But of course you are one of my men.
Thanks.
I only selected the best.
Since when, Wesker?
I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about.
Since when have they been slipping you a paycheck?
I think you're a bit confused. I've always been with Umbrella. And stars were Umbrella's. No, rather, my little piggies. The Tyrant virus leaked, polluting this whole place, and unfortunately, I had to give up my lovely members of Stars.
You killed them with your own dirty hands!
That pointing.
You son of a bitch!
No.
Oh yes, dear. Just like this.
Becca!
Don't move!
You...
There was a real pause
I
between
don't think you want to die just yet.
when he said that and
I
when he
have
shot
something
her.
That's of some interest to you.
She didn't even try to move. Here, check out my science project, Chris. I think you'll find it very impressive. This is my son, Chris. Isn't he impressive? There's also the funny thing where you might think that he is like 8 feet tall because, you know, the T-virus mutating him.
Ultimate life form. Tyrant.
But he's actually just a clone of a giant Russian man who is 8 feet tall.
Wesker, you've become senile.
Chris, you'll never understand.
You'll never understand the bond we share.
It's magnificent.
You want some too?
Come on, you test tube freak.
Alright. So, Tyrant Phase 1. Tyrant versus Magnum. Also, I want to point out that, like, this right here is apparently the reason they decided that Wesker really hates Chris. For watching him get stabbed by the Tyrant. I think the actual reason that he's pissed off is because Chris killed the Tyrant. Which he was going to blow up anyway with the mansion. But getting stabbed there was part of Wesker's plan. Which is, I guess, why he stood right in front of it really stupidly, and he's like, okay, hopefully it kills me. How you doing, Rebecca? How you doing, Wesker? What a pathetic way to die. He's holding something. Yep, this is the retcon they shoved in to connect it to the G-Virus.
Rebecca!
Chris.
It's a good thing you were wearing your bulletproof vest. There's nothing left for us to do here. Let's get moving.
Okay.
It's a good thing you were wearing, very obviously, your bulletproof vest, and Wesker shot you in the chest. Oh, right, we gotta unlock the door. I think there's ammo over here. Nope, never mind, I already got it. So, watch your step on that thing. Might still be slippery. Time to get out of here. So, like, the moment he got stabbed, the virus that he had dormant in his system, that he got from Birkin, activated and reanimated him as a Superman.
Chris?
What is it?
I found a file in the lab. Apparently, there's still a lot of Tyrant virus here. We should blow this whole place up.
Right. The show must go on. I'll leave that up to you, Rebecca.
I'm on it. I'll start the self-destruct system I found a little while ago.
It's not like we're out of this yet. I'll see you on the outside.
Outside.
I forgot that even in the original, Rebecca's like really enthusiastic about explosions. Like, yeah, we should blow this fucking place up, Chris. It'll be great. Sadly, I don't think we get to hear her go, "Ah, a monster!"
The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and releasing all locks.
I assume if you don't rescue Rebecca, it's Wesker that sets it off instead. Damn it. Wrong trigger. I can't see where I am. It says deactivating and releasing all locks, but it does not release these locks for this door. It only releases this lock, so whoever was trapped in here can wander around this hallway while they explode.
Jill, sorry I made you wait.
I knew you'd come.
Let's get out of here.
I knew you'd come, because you were just here like 5 minutes ago and told me so. But yeah, like, Wesker has this specific hate boner they carried out throughout the series afterwards, even in Code Veronica, that doesn't really make sense that it doesn't apply to Jill. But then again, there's no real... I don't think there's any real canonical version of which one of these two was the one that did everything. Just as there's no official canonical version where both Rebecca and Barry survive, even though further canon says that they both did. We'll just assume that Barry got lost, ended up in the woods, and wandered back to the city on his own. He never even made it to the mansion. Alright, how we doing? I got hit by that Chimera, so I'm gonna heal. And I'm going to grab a full heal, because the Tyrant still does hit pretty hard. And we need one free slot there for the flare launcher / rocket launcher. Oh, that's the wrong way.
Deactivating and releasing all locks. The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate.
Yeah, we have a lot of ammo left. 41 shells, plus, what, 19 Magnum rounds? So we definitely could have done this on hard.
This is our last chance. If there's anyone alive, give me a sign. I repeat, this is your last chance.
Was Richard seriously the only person who brought a radio? Like, nobody else had one? So we just have to use this broken-ass radio?
The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and releasing all locks.
And I've mentioned before that it's kind of genius to have you pick up the fuse here, because if you can't pick this up, then obviously you won't have room to pick up the rocket launcher or the flares. So they have this here, so you're like, oh shit, I need a spot, and you go back to that box we were just at.
3 minutes to detonation.
The self-destruct system's activated.
Good work. Brad's up in the helicopter.
Oh, by the way, this is Jill.
Those things are coming.
I'll take care of them.
But,
Chris, you just get in contact with Brad somehow.
okay.
I want to shoot something. We're gonna have a girls' night out over here. Resident Evil 2 has the same thing with having you have the free inventory slot, but I think RE3 doesn't because, you either blast Nemesis with the railgun and then finish him off with the Magnum, or just don't. Is it kind of weird for this heliport to have emergency flares? Especially when it's a secret heliport?
Chris!
You guys have fun?
You okay?
Yeah.
Rebecca, did you get shot or something? So instead of Barry, we have Rebecca to cover us. Hey, big boy. Remember me? Ooh. I was kind of trying to get him to do that before I reloaded. So when he does that lunge, you can go on his arm side and he'll go right past you. I kind of want to see if I can get him to deflect the rocket. Also, this one doesn't fire when you examine it. Yeah. I want to see if I can get him to deflect the rocket, but there's no way to control that. I think even if he's right in front of me, it still will probably not do it. Oh, there it is. So I don't know if that's a difficulty thing, a distance thing, or what. I suppose from that perspective, you can see the residence is close enough to the mansion to get destroyed. I'm going to point out again that Jill is very tired from sitting in that room all night. And we fly off into the sunset. Rebecca would leave the stars, and I guess she leaves Raccoon City before, the outbreak. She goes off to become a university professor, as revealed in the awful movie Resident Evil Vendetta. I wanted to like that movie, but ugh. They were like, the first two CG movies did pretty well, but they didn't have enough anime gun-fu in them, so let's put a lot more of that in there. Also, they just reused their, like, depressed Chris plot from RE6 and stuck it to Leon instead. So now Leon has a drinking problem and doesn't want to commit to any missions because people will die. Alright, well, now we have officially done both the original Resident Evil as well as the remake with both characters. So I think that's a pretty complete run-through. And unlike with the later games, there's no like bonus minigames you unlock in the original. And they never made the Sega Saturn battle game for the remake for whatever reason. Instead, what happens is, after you beat the game with both characters, you unlock the One Dangerous Zombie mode, in which Forrest, Forrest, the dead guy we got the grenade launcher from, is strapped with grenades and will just appear at certain points through the game, and you can't fight him. Like, you can't shoot him or anything, or he will explode and kill the entire mansion with his grenades. So it's basically, you just have a Nemesis or Mr. X type enemy that you just have to avoid. You can't hurt him. You can't even use defense items on him, or it will also kill you. And he's just kind of a fast zombie.
Chris, you did a fine job.
Thank you, Wesker. Did a lot of ink ribbons. I suppose you don't get a rating, though. Oh, okay, or it skipped over One Dangerous Zombie? So yeah, there is also invisible enemy mode, where everything is invisible, and you just have to use, like, shadows and sounds, which is interesting. Don't get me wrong, I think that's a neat idea, but it also seems pretty rough to have invisible enemies unless it was a game built around it. Okay, so this is One Dangerous Zombie. So yeah, he shows up at just random points. Well, not random, it's set points throughout the game, but, you're not really expecting him to show up there. But he only starts showing up after you've first gone to where he is. Or at least as soon as you have access to that room. I think he'll still show up everywhere else. It's not like you can just not trigger him. But the thing about that is you can't turn that off. That mode is now the standard mode. Yeah, so you can see invisible enemy is a separate one, but if we do once again, no matter which character we play as, Forrest will now be present. So they did a weird thing with that, with the cumulative difficulties. But I guess we're going to be checking out the randomizer next as just a bonus. We're not going to do a full playthrough of that again, because I'm a little Resident Evil'd out on the original after all these playthroughs. But I would like to check it out and just kind of see where our chaos run takes us. So until then, thank you for joining me for this playthrough, and I'll see you with some more Resident Evil soon with Code Veronica. Until then, you all take care.